All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. I want to start by saying, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Ka Lamla Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakodash, and also double honor to the pastors and the elders of Grand Millstone, and shalom to to Akim out there pushing truth in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakodash. All right, I'm back here again with another lesson, and this lesson is going to um the precepts that you seen I put, shown here on my screen. So when you go to the book of Sirach, chapter 2, verse 1, it says here, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Okay. Set thy heart aright and consistently endure. Make no haste in a time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mightst be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. For God is trying in fire an acceptable man in the furnace of adversity. Okay, and then I got this uh you know GNT right here. It says, my child, if you are going to serve the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, be prepared for times when you will be put to test. Okay. And right now, man, same brothers and sisters going through, certain things, where, Mosai is testing you, okay, just to see where you stand, okay, to see, how, what kind of, you know, character is going to come out of you, okay, just to see if you are, you know, a believer, like if you really believe in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, all right, because, hey, the real test hasn't taken place yet. And the real test is when you go to the book of Revelation. And, when we say, when we read this right here, Revelation 2 and 10, really, really people who don't have a fully understanding, they think, this is going to be like, like a regular, test. It ain't going to be that, man. It's going to be tough. Okay, it's going to be tough. And that's why the Mosai steady, putting us through, a few tests in our daily lives, man. You go through certain things, and, you get trials here and there, catch hell here and there, but hey, the most I wants to see that if you're gonna rely on him, if you're gonna cleave unto him, rather than running to your, to to your whatever help you run to. Okay. And I'm not saying like, if you have a brother in this truth, who's a man of full experience, who has faced certain things. I'm not saying don't go to that brother for, for help. No, you go over there, you ask for help, and how about Shem Yashai will use that brother to help you out. What I'm saying is, you know, saying people, go through things, through tribulations, and instead of praying and believing and reading the scriptures, they ready, they're ready to give out, you know, ready to run away, man. In thoughts of committing suicide and thoughts of, just being carnal. Okay, seeking Issa's help, like psychology, this and this, all that shit. That right is not gonna help you. That's just painkiller, man. It's there for 2-3 minutes, and after that, you go back to your normal self. You know, but the scripture will really build you up to where, like, when certain things take place, you look back, you're like, okay, this is where it's at. Also, if you don't got faith, let's be honest. If you don't have faith, you're not gonna last in this truth. You're gonna run away. Hebrews 11:6. But without faith, it is impossible to please Him. Who? Yahweh. Okay, for he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is. Okay, he is means he exists, man. Yahweh. Okay, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. Let's read this in NLT. He says, it is impossible to please God without faith. You can't, man. If you ain't got faith, you cannot please the Most High. Because you're gonna, lean to your own understanding, lean to your own strength, start trusting, man, and, things like that, and trusting few things. You run into what makes you feel better, you know, and that right there is just like I said, it's a painkiller. Jeremiah 17:5. Thus saith Yahweh by Shem Yasha, cursed be the man that trusts in the man. Okay, and make your flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from Yahweh. If you do that, man, that's cursed right there, man. You cursed. In the NLT says, this is what the Most High Yahweh says. Cursed are those who put their trust in the mere humans, who rely on human strength and turn their hearts away from Yahweh. You see? And you don't want to be that, man. All right? Verse 6, for he shall be like the heath in the desert, and shall not see when good cometh, but shall inhabit the parched places in the wilderness, in the salt lands, and not inhabited. Okay? Read this in NLT. They're like stunted shrubs in the desert with no hope for the future. And that's how our people who don't believe in Yahweh Hashem Yasha, I really are, man. Okay? There's, if you don't believe, man, and you trust in a man, and you trust in your own heart, man, you just like, you know, they're like a stout shrubs in the desert with no hope for the future, man. And it says they will live in a barren wilderness in uninhabited salty lands, you know, meaning like, man, ain't no way you gonna go, all right. And CSB says he will be like a juniper in Arab. He cannot see when good comes, but do the wolves in the parched places in the wilderness, in a salt land where no one lives. Let's look up a couple words here real quick. And when you look up the word hoof, it should be like a hoof. It says naked, stripped, destitute. Okay, tree or bush, probably juniper or cypress, but we talking about you, individual. We ain't talking about tree here, because it says he should be like a hoof, like a naked. All right, naked, naked, stripped, destitute. Okay, lack of certain things. Lacking of what? Lacking of the word, the truth, man. Let's go to the book of Revelation, chapter 16, and verse 15. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked and they see his shame. So you don't want to be, you don't want to be that individual, man. Okay, okay. It should be like a heath in the desert. Okay, a heath in the desert, man. You naked, destitute in the desert. Okay, it shall not see when good cometh, but shall inhabit the parched places. Let's look up the word parched places here real quick. It says dry regions, parched places. Okay, a dry, man, in a desert, no water. You see what I mean? There's no water. The truth is not there, and we know what the scripture says about saltness, barrenness, saltiness. It says understood as land properly sorted, i.e. land, i.e. a desert, a barren land, barren land. That's so land, right? So you're in a desert, okay, and you ain't got no truth in that, man. All right, and that right there, uh, Jeremiah 17:6, it goes well with this precept right here. Let's go get it real quick. When you go to the book of Second Ezra, the fifth chapter, it's the book of Second Ezra, chapter 5, verse 5, verse 1. Nevertheless, as coming and talk in the tokens, behold, the day shall come that the which dwell on the earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. And this was going to happen eventually, man, because the East is going to take away this truth, and then if you don't believe, you're going to be left with no truth. You're going to be less. You're going to be left in our desert lands, you know, in a desert land with no answer, with no truth. Can't get it from nowhere. That's how it's going to be. And from there, you're going to be numbered to the sword. You're going to be numbered to the sword. You're going to be destroyed. Okay? You're going to be destroyed. All right? Let me see. Let me see something here real quick. Let me see. Right, let's jump Second Ezra 5 and verse 9. It says, and so water shall be found in the sweet, and all friends shall destroy another. Then shall wit hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself into his secret chamber. And that's the truth being taken away. It starts by what? By, Esau bringing the family of the word. Yahweh Shem Shai is going to use Esau to bring the family of the word, the family of the truth. And there goes the truth, man. Okay? There goes the truth. And from there, there won't be no understanding. Jump to verse 10. And shall be so of many, yet no be found, then shall unrighteousness and incontinence be multiplied upon the earth. You see, that's what's going to be. Meaning people will be try seeking for the answer but won't find it. Iniquity shall abound. People, people's heart shall wax cold, and people will be cold blooded, man. You know, each man's gonna try. Each man is gonna be trying to survive, man. Okay, that's how it's gonna be. There's no a there's no other way around this, man. Okay. But anyway, let's go back to main topic again. Jeremiah 17 verse 6, and it shall be like a heath in the desert, and shall no see when good cometh, but shall inhabit the parched places in the wilderness, in a salt land, and no inhabited. And there's another precept. Okay, just bear with me for a minute. Within book of Isaiah, let me see. This is the book of Isaiah 32 and verse 2. And a man shall be as an hiding place from the winds, and a cover from the tempest, as rivers water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. A man of who? A man of Yahweh Hashem Yashar, a man of the truth. It's gonna be sin like that, man. Okay, you in a hiding. It's like you are in a. It's like in the NLT says each one will be like a shelter from the wind. What wind? We're talking about here? Destruction, right? A refuge from the storm, destruction as well, like streams of water in the desert, and the shadow of a great rock in a parched lands. That's how the man of the Lord is going to be seen, and those men are going to have you know the proper understanding of the Bible, man. Okay, so Jeremiah 17 and verse 7. Blessed is the man that trusts in Yahweh and whose hope is in Yahweh, man. Okay, that man is blessed. All right. Verse 8. For he shall be as the tree planted by the waters, and that spreadeth out her roots by the river, and shall not see when the heat cometh. But her leaf shall be green, and shall not be careful in the year of drought, neither shall cease from yield, yield, yielding fruit. In the NLT says, they are like trees planted along a riverbank with roots that reach deep into the water. Such trees are not bothered by the heat or worried by long months of drought. Their leaves stay green and they never stop producing fruits. And that's how the man of Yahweh, that's how the man, Slaki, that's how the man, who trusts in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is like. Okay? It's like it unto that man. Verse 9. The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? I Yahweh search the heart, I tried the reins, even to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doings. Okay? So it's so and when you're in this truth, man, you have to rely on Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You have to. Okay, because if you don't, you know, it's not gonna be good for you. When you go through, little tribulation here and there, you're gonna be questioning Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. Okay? So let's go back here. Sirach chapter 2, verse hold up. Let's see. Just bear with me. Sirach chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve Yahweh, prepare thy soul for temptation. Be ready, man. Okay? And the reason why is because, we are gonna face a bigger temptation than the little, temptation we face in our daily lives, all right? When you go to the book of Wisdom, Solomon chapter 3, verse 5, and having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. For the Most High proved them and found them worthy for himself. And this is the elect. As gold in a furnace have he tried them and received them as a burning offering. Remember, we are what? We were presenting ourselves as a living sacrifice unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Okay, to do his work and be acceptable, man. Okay? So, hey, when the bigger test comes, which is gonna lead to salvation, the elect are gonna go through it. Revelation 2 and 10, if you're none of those things which thou shalt suffer, behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye might be tried. Ye shall have tribulation 10 days, right? Be thou faithful unto death, and I'll give thee a crown of life. And that right there is not by salvation. We're gonna be tried and be thrown in prison for however Esau is going, try, do it to really break us down. But if we go through it, we're gonna be okay. We're gonna be rewarded for that. Revelation 3 and 10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also keep thee from the hour of temptation. And this hour of temptation is what's gonna give you salvation if you go through it and overcome it. Okay, and say no to the MOTB, which shall come upon all the world to try them that do upon the earth. Behold, I come quickly, hold thou fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown, which is this what knowledge, man. So everything is all it's a work in process towards something bigger than we think, man. Because certain days, man, you catch hell here and there. You're like, oh man, this is like, fuck, man. I wanna despair. I wanna go, you know, I don't want to, deal with this and this. Nah, you start losing, losing faith in Yahweh Shem Yahshua, and that's the worst thing to do. First Peter chapter 1 and verse 6, wherein ye greatly rejoice, though now for reason in need be, you are in heaviness through manifold temptation. Let's check that in our NLT. It says, so be truly glad. There is a wonderful joy ahead, even though you have to endure many trials for a little while. This is many trials we're going through it. The big trial hasn't come, man. Verse 7, that the trial of your faith being much more precious than of gold that perisheth, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Yahushua HaMashiach. Okay, let's read that in NLT. It says that the genuineness of your faith being much more precious. Second, these trials will show that your faith is genuine. Okay, you really about this, man. It is being tested as a fire tests and purify gold. When gold is purified, is before gold becomes shiny and be, you know, what you see of gold, it has to go through fire. Well, it's the same thing for us, man. Before we come those before we come this right here. Let me pull out this precept. Isaiah. This book of Isaiah chapter 15, verse 9. Sucking on verse 9. Tripping. Isaiah chapter 15, verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold. And so that's the man of Yahweh Shem Yasha. Going through this fire, we're going to be turned into you know, more precious than a fine gold. Even a man that down the golden wedge offer. You see? So that's the things we're going through right now. Okay, we're being, purified. So First Peter 1 and 7 in NLT, he says the trials, these trials will show you that your faith is genuine. It is being tested as fire tests and purified gold, though your faith is far more precious than mere gold. So when your faith remains through strong, when your faith remains strong through many trials, it will bring you much praise and glory and honor on the day when Yahushua is revealed to the whole world, man. How beautiful is that? And that's the day we're waiting for. That's the work we're doing is going towards, man. Okay. So going back Hebrews 11 and 6, as I read it already. But let me see if I can get any precept to it, right? Let me see. Proverbs 8 and 17. I love them that love me, and those that seek me early shall find me. And it's the best time to what? To seek Yahweh Hashem Yahshai before, before it's too late. Okay? So Hebrews 11 6 again. But without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that come to the Most High must believe that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. Okay, you have to believe that. Yeah, okay. This is it's bloody annoying, man. Being your voice lost and shit. It should been going for a minute. Okay. So going back to Sirach, this book of Sirach chapter 2, verse 2. Set thy set thy heart set thy heart aright and consistently endure and make no haste in time of trouble. In G, GNTD says, be sincere and determined. Keep calm when trouble comes. Stay with the Lord, never abandon him. You will be prosperous at the end of your days. Accept whatever happens to you, even if you suffer humiliation, be patient. In KJV, cleave unto him the partner away that must be increased at thy last ends. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take chiefly, and be patient when thou art changed to a low state. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable man in the furnace of adversity. Believe in him and he will help thee. Order thou aright. It's like order thou way aright and trust in him. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go no aside lest ye fall. Ye that fear the Lord, believe him, and your reward shall not fail, man. Thou wilt believe in him, that's heavy. It's easy to say you believe in Yahweh Shem Yahshua, but when you get here left and right, you ready to run away. That's no. Where's your faith? Do you believe? Do you believe the scriptures? You know, do you? That's the thing we all gotta ask ourselves. Even myself, man. Verse 9. You that fear the Lord, hope for good, for everlasting joy and mercy. Okay, let's read this in here as well. It says, gold is tested by fire, and human character is tested in the furnace of humiliation. You see, trust the Lord, and He will help you. Walk straight in His ways, and put your hope in Him. O you that fear the Lord, wait for Him to show you His mercy. Do not turn away from Him, or you will fall. O you that fear the Lord, trust Him, and you certainly be rewarded. O you that fear the Lord, look forward to His blessings of mercy and eternal happiness. Okay, think back to the ancient generations. Consider this: has the Lord ever disappointed anyone who put his hope in Him? Has the Lord ever abandoned anyone who held Him in a consistent reverence? Has the Lord ever ignored anyone who prayed to Him? Never. The answer is no. You know. So I'm gonna reverse that. Look at the generations of old and see: did ever trust in the Lord and was confounded, or did any abide in His fear and was forsaken? Whom did He ever despise that caught upon Him? Nobody. For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long suffering, and very pitiful, forgiveth sins and saveth in the time of afflictions. So that's all what we want to be at and have our thoughts towards, man. Okay, so with that, hopefully this right here was edified to you brothers out there and sisters out there. Shalom.